Make soft pretzels with me. You start by using 100-degree warm water, a tablespoon of salt, and a tablespoon of sugar, and 1 packet of active dry yeast. You're going to let that sit for about 5 minutes until the top gets foamy. You're going to put that into your mixer after 5 minutes with 4 cups of flour and 2 tablespoons of oil, and let that start mixing up until it forms a dough. My dough was a little bit dry, so I did end up adding 1 more tablespoon of water, and I just let it keep mixing up until the dough formed. And I just let it knead the dough just for a very short time, about a minute. And I put some oil in this bowl and got it all ready for the dough. And after the dough was ready and finished mixing, I took it out of the mixer and put it into the oiled bowl. And I covered it with some plastic wrap. I let that sit and rise for about an hour. And here's the dough after it was risen. I cut it into 8 equal pieces here, and I started to form my pretzels. I took one of the pieces, and you start rolling it out using the palms of your hands, rolling it out till it's about 18 inches long, and then you twist it twice around and flip it over and stick to the ends. You can use a little water to help you keep the ends stuck down there. I'm going to show you guys one more time here. I roll it out to about 18 inches long, twist it over itself twice, and then flip those ends back and stick it. Another way I made some of them was just by rolling it out. This method is easier. Just rolling it out into a long rope there, and then just using my dough cutter to cut it into pretzel bites. So we're going to do some bites as well here, and I put those all into a bowl and put them on the side. Now we're going to work on boiling the pretzels. You get a big pot of boiling water going and add about 2/3 of a cup of baking soda into the water. And you're going to boil the pretzels about 30 seconds on each side. I sped it up here so you guys wouldn't have to watch so long, but I just let it go for about 30 seconds on one side, flip it over 30 seconds on the other side. And then I started working on the bites here. I did about half of the bites at first here. The first batch I didn't do too many in there, and then I realized I could do quite a bit more. So I just got those all boiled. I placed everything onto this cookie sheet, and I did put parchment paper down, which did help with cleanup. Then you're going to take an egg wash, which is just some beaten up egg, and use a brush and brush all the tops of all the pretzels, which I had already done here. I was just showing you that one last one. And then you're going to take some coarse salt and put it all over the top of all of these pretzels. I did actually add more salt than I showed in the video. I went back and added more salt. And you're going to bake them at 450 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. And here I'm just pulling out the most done ones, and I do put them back in for just a few more minutes. I'm going to do a little taste test here. They were so hot I could barely hold on to them, but they were fluffy on the inside and crispy on the outside and just delicious. I was actually so surprised that I could make these at home. They tasted as good, if not better, than the ones you get at the mall, and we enjoyed them so much. Here's the recipe and the last little step there, number 9. I hope you enjoy.